Hey, welcome to Camping with Steve. I'm at a fairly fancy highway rest stop here with washrooms. Strictly a day use type of thing, but there happens to be this beautiful little chunk of woods there behind us. So while this place is empty and there's nobody around, I'm gonna slink into the woods here and get set up quickly before I get busted hauling all this stuff into a no camping zone. There we go. In through here there's a small trail. Shouldn't cause much of an issue if I set up in here. I have the Stealth pack, like really smaller than it used to be because it's warmer. I don't need the thermarest. I'm just using the hammock, and oh boy, the bugs are bad. Okay, so from in here, you can see the parking lot out there. See all these humongous mosquito-looking things. I'm gonna go in a little bit deeper, and I'm gonna find some spots that I can set up the hammock between a couple of trees, out of the view of the general population. So let's find a spot, we'll get set up. Now that I don't have the backpack on and a bunch of stuff, I'll wander back out there just to see if it's actually visible. I'm gonna have to tweak the strings a bit, but let's check this out and see what we can see from out that way where the parking lot is. Oh, we got a vehicle out there too. So I have the nice ability to see people coming and going from here, and hopefully they can't see me. So I'll just wait until he's gone out of the way, and I'll tweak this hammock up a little bit. But it promises to be a really good spot. I think this is just great for a day use highway rest stop. Before I go to take a peek out there to see what it looks like, I'm actually going to turn on my beloved thermocell to clear out the bugs while I go take a look out there and see if I'm noticeable. Oh no, gotta refill this thing. There we go. That should clear the area pretty effectively. right. He's out of here and the parking lot looks empty. So I want to see if this thing is obvious from out there. I'm going to collapse my tripod here. So it looks less crazy. But from what I'm seeing here, this doesn't really look too obvious. Yeah. And quick look out there is an empty parking lot, so I'm just gonna wander back to the car casually. You ain't seeing nothing in there, I'll tell you that much. Nice. So we'll walk around with the other GoPro, I think, and I'll show you what it looks like here in the camp, or the rest area. It's definitely day use only type of deal. Which I think it's probably going to be pretty obvious where this is if you watch the video. I'm going to go in here. Looks like it used to be information center, that type of thing. There's washrooms in here. It's heated, it's nice. There's you know, quite the view around here as far as, you know, just getting to the Rockies. You got a beautiful view of the road. There are flush toilets in here, which is a nice treat. And okay, so probably just go outside, to be honest. That would be the better option there. Water fountain, I didn't actually know those were still legal. And a little hand sanitizer. That's good stuff. So this, yeah, I can see they used to have like all this interpretive stuff here. They probably had this whole, you know, welcome to Alberta stuff dangling all over here, big displays, but you know, budget cuts and budgets constructed for use of citizens and visitors. So there's some history to this thing. And get out of here before people see me with a camera in the bathrooms. And yeah, you can tell it's old because they've even got ashtrays there. You don't see that much these days anymore. And a few little picnicky tables. And to be honest, I'm probably just going to cook at one of these picnic tables and act like I'm some weary traveler that had to pull over and cook some beef and broccoli for some reason. So that is the plan. Oh, and somebody's coming in as we speak, so perfect timing to get back to the vehicle. I don't know what started happening around this highway rest stop, but it's certainly starting to look like a lot of people are coming around. I'm slowly and calmly gonna get back into my spot here. I can't see anything from here, so I'll just show you what it looks like on the way in, and at what point we may be able to see what I've got set up. You can see it from here a little bit. Yeah. Here we are. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Throw it back here. Oh, I forgot my little tripod thing. Oh well, the thermosol seems to be removing the insects out of the area, so that's a good thing. I'm just going to show you what I got in the pack, and then I'm going to try and start cooking some dinner while it's actually dinner time. The sun stays up surprisingly, irritatingly late this time of year. doesn't set until around 10:15 p.m. So there's a ton of hiding to do during daylight when you can be seen. Anyway, I'll go over what I got in the pack, and we'll go from there. So this pack I brought is super light versus what I normally carry. This bag here is just the laptop and stuff, so I can work on editing video. But in here I've got off bug spray, my Woods isobutane, some camera batteries, one of these little stove units, on some thermosol stuff, and a charging cable, and some string. Just back in there somehow. In the main pack, I've got the sleeping bag. Now, it's a Woods brand. I get these obviously from Canadian Tire, like most of my stuff. It's supposedly good until 5 degrees Celsius or 41 Fahrenheit. I wouldn't take that to the bank, but I'm comfortable using it in 10 to 15 or 60 Fahrenheit. I'd be comfortable in that, maybe even a bit lower. But that's what I got there. A poncho, because it's been a little bit rainy lately. I got my cook set, a little frying pan and a pot, and everything I'm going to cook for dinner right in there. That's excellent. Some bottles of water, a little sesame oil as well for beef and broccoli I'm going to make tonight. A little flipper, and a few of these bottles of water, and of course a little step 2 for out here. So yeah, that and the thermosol, and the sleeping bag, or the hammock was in here too. So that's extremely lightweight setup versus what I normally carry. And then this small electronics bag, I've got the GoPro in here, some toiletries, a power pack to recharge things, and heavens, I even brought a fork today. So everything's turning up Steve, and I gotta get this sleeping bag opened up because it crushes down pretty good, and then you lose the loft on them. So it's gonna kind of recharge and puff up a bit, and I can hear a little rain coming, I can feel a little rain coming. So it's spotty weather today, but one of the big things with these with camping gear, I had this discussion just yesterday with the beautiful wife. There's not a lot of mid-range camping gear. It's either, dirt cheap stuff that you can't even rely on, or it's over-the-top stuff that only a professional outfitter, outdoorsman would use. So that's why I do like this brand. I don't know if there's an equivalent in the States to this Woods brand. We have it here sold by Canadian Tire, and I think that's pretty much the only people that sell it. But it is middle of the road, good bang for your buck. It's not going to fall apart, and it works pretty good. It's not as light as the really expensive stuff, but it's also, well, the price is right. So there should be more of that middle of the road camping gear, because there's the cheap stuff. Oh, who am I kidding? Time for step 2. Who am I kidding here? So, got a quick swig of this. I don't even know if I'm in the frame of the camera, but cheers guys, thanks for watching. We're keeping her stealthy here, and that's the super stealthy summer pack. That well, cheers. Oh yeah, it's got some bite to it. Jack always does. So we're definitely going to wait for the guy over there to leave. He's parked behind there, gone in to use the restroom facilities, because all my cooking gear is back in the woods, and I don't want to attract a whole lot of attention any more than sitting out here on a picnic table by myself on the side of the highway, and we'll get that. I'm just gonna cook right here because, you know, if anybody asks, hey, you know, what's going on? Like, I'm hungry and I'm a big cheapskate, so I'm cooking my own food here on a road trip. What's wrong with that? They probably say, what's with the camera? And then I'll say, I have a struggling cooking channel on YouTube. I'm just trying to make another video. It wouldn't be far from the truth. All right, I think they're just leaving now, so it should be time to grab that stuff right away. I'm gonna scrap the cooking outside plan because there is a bunch of people that pulled up with families, that type of thing. And I've got everything we need right here in the woods, ready to go. First thing I'll do, cook up some rice. I think it wants 1 3/4 cups of water, so that's about what that is. And I picked up this packaged rice that has some seasoning in it as well, and let's see. Stir it in with the water. Yeah, 1 3/4 cups. Boil it, reduce it, and cover it. Perfect. Rice. The rice a la Steve has been cooked. Now it's time for the rest of the entree. Throwing some sesame oil here. Get a little broccoli joining the party here. Oh. Little beef and broccoli sauce. Pick out any bugs that land in it, of course. So, beef and broccoli here. It's broccoli is not overdone, so there's some nice crunch to it. Crunch to it for sure. That is quite good. And then of course, our rice that still has some heat to it. Yeah, is that ever good? So I'm gonna chow down on this. Yeah, look at that. Wow. More vegetables per square inch than I usually have on these meals. I'm liking it. Not too shabby. Somebody's driving by right there. I always seem to do this, you know. I'm somewhere pretty public. You probably shouldn't pick the most takeout smelling food that you can, because it's going to permeate through the forest like nobody's business. Well, delish though. Time to eat then. Crawl into here early so I don't have to use a light out here. to illuminate the thing, because that would just give me away. Yeah, there's more people out there. And another truck pulled up. So I'm keeping her a little bit quiet. Super lightweight. Small bag. Perfect for this season. There we go. It's gonna be nice. There's one semi-truck parked out there. He's idling, taking a break, but he shouldn't be too much of a concern. And I highly doubt he'd be able to see anything from here. Another issue you can have if you're doing something like this, when they maintain the lawns, like they'll mow this whole thing, and it looks pretty freshly mowed. They typically do that once a week on, whichever days works out if it's not raining. And it looks freshly mowed, so I'm not worried about a lawnmower coming through in the morning. But if it is getting on the shaggy side, if the grass is looking like it's going to get cut soon, try to avoid that. So I'm going to crawl in here and hunker down. Now we're talking. So, you're in the asymmetrical hammock. You actually end up sleeping in the diagonal line, and you don't actually end up going like a banana on your back. That drugger there shut his engine off. He may be... started her back up. Oh. That's the thing with stealthy is, if you're doing a stealther, you're always kind of super aware of what's going on around you. But I'm gonna drape this sleeping bag over top of me. And just lay back. Listen to the radio a little bit and fall asleep. Then comes the morning. And yeah, this hammock I got here, this is the one that has this, the way you get out is through a Velcro thing on the bottom. Sure makes it hard to actually set up a sleeping bag or a sleeping pad or anything like that underneath, but I'm gonna change it soon to one with a zipper on the side. It'll let some more bugs in probably if I'm not super quick about it. But yeah, this time of year the sun ain't setting until 10, 15, 10, 20, something like that at the location I'm at. So I'm going to relax and hunker down. I'm going to see you guys in the morning. Good morning. Good morning. I can't believe I'm up this early, but there's a lot of vehicles idling their engines as it is a truck stop, a rest area. But yeah, I do like to always use my hoodie or my jacket as a pillow, because that's one last thing to bring with me. And I don't wear it while I sleep anyhow, so there's no harm. I'm waking up pretty much like a foot off the ground or a half foot off the ground, which is lower than this thing usually goes. But that's actually good, because that gives me less visibility to anybody outside. So pretty much at this point I'm gonna take the hammock down right away, because as soon as I get rid of the evidence that I've been camping out here, it all fits in the backpack. I didn't spin any lie I want. I've been looking for mushrooms, picking wild blueberries, you name it, right? I don't know why camping is so frowned on, but I gotta get up and we'll take this down and have a snack. Okay. We're all packed up. That last truck has just drove off. I realized I have my camera in like slow motion mode. So I hope I can speed that up. But I somehow doubt it recorded any sound. Oh, the story of my life. But I'm gonna make a break for the car. People are just leaving now. And things will be all right. Yeah, so these the woods here are pretty clean because nobody ever camps in here, obviously. If they're gonna stay overnight, they would just do that in their car. So that's what happens there. It's pretty deserted here today, this morning. So that's okay. I'm gonna get back into the car because I don't know why it filmed in slow motion to take the tent down there, and hopefully I can speed that up. But yeah, unbelievable. Okay, I don't believe this. I spent all that time being stealthy in the woods, and I come out and I'm just walking by this this rest stop washroom there. There's like someone is literally just sleeping on the bench in there. Like, is stealth a dying art? Unbelievable. I may be putting too much effort into this. Like, I could have just done that. That would have been pretty great. Anyway, let's continue on a little. So I learned something new about my camera. If I just bump that wheel on the top, it starts filming in slow motion and not recording any audio. So I'm out of the woods now, so to speak, so I can be out in the open having a little breakfast, which today is my coffee in a convenient cold coffee form, because in the summer a hot coffee is a little too hot for me. And supposedly, if I eat bacon and eggs every single day, it's going to make me die. So for breakfast I have to eat a granola bar, and it's Greek yogurt, so that's good. And wow, not much to it, I'll say that. You can really taste the yogurt. Yeah. So I'm gonna work on this for a bit, and there's obviously people here camping. I don't think I had to be that stealthy, but the difference is they're in really nice trailers with slide outs, and that extends them a little credibility that I don't necessarily get in the woods in a hammock. The creepiness factor is up there versus, you know, the good wholesome family over there with their really nice camper trailer. But yeah, I'm gonna pick away at this granola bar a little bit more, and I'll show you the only signs here they got as far as stealth camping is concerned. I have to give a big shout out to all the people who have made donations to the beer gift fund. Thank you all so much. That definitely means a lot, and it makes things easier. And that's good because summer's here and things are starting to get thirsty around here. So thanks so much, guys. You are guys and girls, and you're all just class act here. You're amazing folks. And also everybody who donated on the live stream. I can't get that list. I hope I got you all during a shout out. If not, please let me know. And anybody that's got a t-shirt or anything, it's all these type of things make it less likely I'll have to repair furnaces hopefully when the fall comes. So thank you all so much, and yeah, let's go look around a little bit more. We'll find where it tells us we can't go camping. Okay, that's the only reference I can see that says you can't really camp here overnight. Obviously people do in their cars and in their campers, that type of thing. So I'm probably one of the few that would actually crawl into the forest or the woods beside it and camp in a hammock or tent. Probably some hitchhikers do, I'm sure, if they're coming through, but for the most part, yeah, there's like no garbage in there, no fire rings, you know, a few trails, but it looks like they could be game trails or something like that. So I don't think it's overly patrolled. Obviously, you know, in all the times I've ever slept in a vehicle or anything like that, the only times I've ever been approached by the police were at a rest area, sleeping in the car for the night. They asked how I was doing, if everything was okay, and then they just kind of moved on. But nowhere else, like on a random residential road, in the airport parking lot, outside of the police station, I've never been, never had that knock on the window except for once or twice at an actual rest stop, sleeping in the front seat of the vehicle. So that's that was the only experiences I've had, and this is patrolled. There is a surveillance cameras here, so you know, I'm sure if anything is too suspicious, they'd come and take a look right away. So it was good. I got a live stream out of the way while I was here. That was fun times. Nice to chat with you, actually a few friends. Brian from Southview IGA, I actually haven't talked to the guy in 18 years. Good friend, and saw him on the live stream, so that's great. Nice to hear from you, Brian. I got your email too, so I'll get in touch with you. But super controversial issue here, the beard. So I'm gonna be honest, it's not comfortable. It's making me look pretty sketchy, and yeah, under this beard, I probably would look a little bit younger, a lot less creepy. I need a haircut too, so we're gonna see. We'll take a quick tally here. Let me know what you think on the beard. Shave, bush, or trim. Oh, that sounds awful. I could clean it up and trim a bit, or you know, take it down. It's summer. It's gonna get hot, so I don't know. Please let me know what you think. We'll see what happens with the beard. But thanks for watching this little strange camping trip, as they usually are. And we're gonna be back next week with another good one. We've got a lot of traveling that we want to do, so we're gonna be not doing the normal usual stuff. We want to see something interesting for once, instead of just the city and parking lots and random patches of woods. So if you like this type of thing and you're interested in seeing where it goes from here, please consider subscribing, and if not, you can subscribe as well. It doesn't hurt to try. So we'll see you guys next week, and thanks for following along. Until next time, hunker down. You have been camping with Steve.